What's up, YouTube? This is bubblyfumbers here with a Pokemon Black and White battle against my buddy Ryan. So we were just messing around and just randomly made a team. You can see his team doesn't have very much synergy. It kind of has random stuff. But I was thinking about a team. I ended up changing after this. So into the battle, he starts off with an Arcanine because that's his favorite. And I start off with my Staraptor, and we intimidate each other because we're so goddamn scary. And yep. So I know he's going to Extreme Speed, which he does. And I'm just going to go ahead and stay in and U-turn out because I'm choice banded. And I figure I might as well get as much damage as I can. So he does not very much. I U-turn and do even less. But I got some damage on him. I didn't know if he had a focus band or anything. So Staraptor's going to come back to me. And I'm going to send out Charles, who is my Regirock. And he's going to know I can beat him up. Well, I guess he's got leftovers, I see that. So he knows that I could easily Earthquake him or Rock Slide him, so he's going to withdraw. And he's going to send out his Asmar, which is an Uxie. So I knew that was going to happen, so I used Stealth Rock. And then shenanigans happens, and he starts setting up screens. And I'm like, oh shit, screens. So he gets to the Reflect. I go for Rock Slide just to kind of see how much it does, and it misses, which is freaking awesome. So he's going to set up his own rocks. And I'm going to Rock Slide again to see how much it does. And Regirock doesn't have that much attack, and it does nothing. He later tells me it's actually 30 damage. So I'm like, screw that. I'm going to Aggron. So my Aggron set here, which is kind of cool, is he's got Rock Head, so I can use the Head Smash, which has a ton of base power, and I won't get hurt by it. But he's also got a Focus Sash, so first thing I always do is I set up a Rock Polish, and he actually gets pretty fast with the Rock Polish. But he Mementos as I Rock Polish, so he ends up taking himself out, but all my stats harshly fall, all my attacks fall, which wouldn't be a problem except my attack is kind of necessary. So his Uxie dies, and I Rock Polish, which is pointless now because I've got the fastest, most useless thing in the world. And I don't have full health either, so my Focus Band, or yeah, Focus Sash isn't going to work. So he sends out his Absol, which named Soul Sister. I don't get. So Aggron comes back. I saw Hitmontop, who's my Rapid Spinner, so I can get rid of his stones, and so he can't really hurt me. So he's going to Swords Dance. And I completely goof up with my Hitmontop here. I played him just terribly. So I go for the Fake Out just for free damage. Why not? I've got a Life Orb on, so I get an okay chunk. Not great, not bad. So I'm going to use a Mach Punch because I'm thinking I'll just hurt him and then spin away. But he forgot he had the screen up, so I didn't do anything. And then he uses Superpower, which I did not see coming. So he Superpowers me, and I'm like, okay, my Hitmontop's pretty defensive, but he gets the crit. And I'm like, shit, there goes my spinner. And if I could have gotten the stones away, that would have helped a lot later. So Zapsol still up has a bell. So I send out Yon Mega, and I forget about the stones again, and I lose half of my health. Shit. So because I'm an idiot and I have an even number of health, I'm exactly at half. So he predicts my Bug Buzz and sends out Arcanine again, which is actually going to take pretty good damage from the stones. And he's going to get Intimidate, but who cares because I have a Yon Mega. So I'm going to use Bug Buzz just because that's the move I chose on his Absol. And it's going to do not a bad chunk. I think I get a crit back. Yeah, I get a return crit, but he's still alive for some reason because Arcanine won't die, even though it needs to. He's going to get some health back. And finally, his screens are starting to wear off, so I get my speed boost. Although I know he's just going to Extreme Speed because Yon Mega's just a little bit fragile. So I send out my March, which is my Empoleon, March of the Penguins. Punnery. So stones hurt me a little bit, and he Extreme Speeds like I thought. And I send out Empoleon because, of course, he's that part Steel type, so that's not going to do very much damage at all. But it actually does a pretty nice chunk. Well, because he gets crit, of course. He gets tons of crits. So he gets his lefties back. And I don't remember what he's going to do, but I'm just going to use Aqua Jet just because I know he's going to be faster than me, unless he uses Extreme Speed. And luckily that takes him out. So Arcanine's down, yay. So all his screens have worn off. So he sends out Chanilla, which is a Porygon Z. And I've seen him before, so I know this thing has a normal gem on, which he's going to use try attack, but he's going to go for the Thunderbolt. And I actually take that not bad because my Empoleon's actually a special defensive wall. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Scald here for stab. And it's going to do a pretty nice chunk. And so I'm going to call him back because I know he's obviously going to outspeed me. And I send out my Regirock again just because I thought no. Yes. I don't remember. Because just to take the Thunderbolt, I guess. Yeah, that's right. So just to take the Thunderbolt, and Regirock takes that pretty well because Regirock's just a beast. We all know that. No surprise there. So he's going to go for the Tri-Attack with that normal gem, which is actually going to power it up pretty good. And I'm thinking, okay, I can probably take this. I've got a lot of EVs and a special defense, a careful nature, and it does like nothing. Gem wasted. Good job. So then I'm going to Earthquake him. And that's going to take him out. And I get a critical hit, although I don't know if I need it. But whatever. Crit return. So I get my own lefties. And he's going to go ahead and send out Wait What, which is a Azumarill. So I'm predicting the Waterfall, which I could normally probably take, but I don't want to risk it. So I send out Empoleon because I know he's going to ×4 resist it. No, that's not right. ×2 resist it. Yeah. So he goes for the Waterfall, but Empoleon's low on health, so he's mainly just in there as death fodder. And so he's going to die. So I get a free switch into Yanmega, who I forget has an even amount of health, and he saw his rocks up. So Yanmega comes in, and Yanmega goes out. So yeah, his Azumarill's taking out two things without really doing much. So I'm going to send Staraptor back out there. And he's choice banded, but the stones do a pretty hefty amount of damage, so I get the Intimidate off, which I guess kind of helps on the Azumarill, which he's going to return. And he's going to send out his Absol again. And it's low in health, so I'm guessing that's death fodder. And I'm just going to start Brave Birding everything. So I Brave Bird his Absol, and it dies. And the only thing stopped me here is the recoil damage. And he sends out his Hong Kong Fooey, which is a Moltres. Which he made his team kind of hastily, and he forgot that he had Arcanine, so he had Arcanine and Moltres. So he kind of regretted that. And I am locked into Brave Bird, but I'm 100% okay with that. I'm just going to keep Brave Birding. And that's going to take out Hong Kong Fooey, which is a great name. And I'm going to take actually a pretty hefty recoil from that. He's going to send his Azumarill back out. So that's all he has left. And I'm going to Brave Bird that too. And I'm pretty sure I do one-hit KO him, but the recoil is pretty heavy here, and it's going to take my Staraptor out. But luckily, that was his last poke. So that's game over. Yeah. So that's the game. Good job, Ryan. Yep. So I ended up changing my team after this, and if you have any suggestions, I'm a little bit new to competitive battling, but I've been thinking about it a while. Just leave a comment or send me a message. Thanks, guys.